Hey everyone, welcome back to Empower Me Mondays. I'm Crystal and thank you for joining me today. Last week we talked about aligning our beliefs with our actions to live a life that we truly desire. And this week we're going to dive into the powerful process of setting and achieving goals. This game changer will have you achieve personal and professional growth. Goals really give us clarity and direction in living a fulfilled life. They motivate us and help us to measure our progress. Without goals, you can take lots of actions that aren't really in alignment with what you want. And when that happens, it is easy to feel lost or stagnant or even disempowered because you're really not taking aligned action toward a future you desire. So you will most likely produce the same results in life and not experience yourself growing or accomplishing much. I look at goal setting from a different lens. I don't do it from here to there. I stand in my vision or what I want to achieve, and I look around to identify what had to happen for me to get here, or what did I achieve to get here. And then I unfold that future backwards to today, where I identify milestones, which gives me a roadmap to success. And the best way to set effective goals is by using something that you've probably heard, which is SMART criteria. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So let's take a moment to break this down. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I want to exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week. Very clear, very specific. Measurable. You need to be able to track that progress. So everything has to be measurable. So for example, I want to save $5,000 in the next 6 months. It's got to be measurable. Achievable. Your goal should be realistic and attainable. Don't set yourself up for failure by aiming for something that occurs or feels impossible to you. Because I'm telling you what, you will be right. It will be impossible. You need to feel like this is something that could be possible. Now, look, if you don't feel it, go back to the beliefs exercise. I will link that below as well so that you can distinguish why your goal doesn't feel possible to you. Now, relevant. Your goal should matter to you and align with your other relevant goals. It should push you forward and it should be worthwhile. Time bound. You want to set a deadline for all of your goals. This gives you clarity on when this will happen. If you don't set something in time, you actually just leave it dangling out there in the future. Maybe someday, one day I'll get to that. And trust me, this will disempower you. Don't be afraid to set goals in time. And I have found that a lot of people don't want to set goals or they're resistant to setting goals in time because they fear like they won't achieve them. They fear that failure. Some of us like to have checklists and it makes us feel worthy when we check mark something off the list. But that really is associated with the belief system and we're measuring our self-worth on a checklist, which really doesn't work, right? Like we are unlimited. So why limit us on a checklist, right? I have created a living empowered workbook that will complete some of these fears so that you actually experience yourself being unstoppable. I'll also link that below. Now, the first step would be to stand in your 5-year vision. If you don't have one, I'll link another video below that will walk you through this quick guided visualization to get you really clear about what your ideal life looks like. And once you've written that vision down, this is ultimately going to be your destination. You will unfold that destination and get your milestones, which I use. That's the 5-year. I use a 3-year and a 1-year, and then I break that into quarters. Now, there are a few reasons why to do this. Large goals can occur as overwhelming or like a wish and a dream, which keeps it separate from you. If it's too big, it occurs as a wish or a dream and it doesn't feel possible for you, you will most likely never accomplish it. So it's essential to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to write a book and have it complete in 5 years, what would happen by year 3? Well, maybe all the writing is complete and the editing and formatting begins. But by year 1, maybe you've written 8 chapters by year 1. So then break that down into quarters, right? So by quarter 3, I wrote 6 chapters. By quarter 2, I wrote 4 chapters. By quarter 1, I wrote 2 chapters. Now you can even break them down from that quarter of 2 chapters into monthly goals if you'd like, which is something that I do. I like to break it down and break it down, and then I put in my weekly goals. So that could look like I outlined the chapters first week. By the second week, I'm writing 1,000 words a week so that I actually hit that goal of 2 chapters done. This really helps you track progress and celebrate the small wins along the way. And it allows you to continue to feel like it's possible because you're actually accomplishing something. And setbacks are really a part of the journey, and it's important to stay motivated and flexible. If you hit a roadblock, don't give up. Most of us do, and we will. Life is going to happen, challenges are going to happen. Don't let it take you off your game and accomplish something that you've always dreamed to accomplish. Instead, just adjust your action plan and keep it moving. Remember, the path to success is not always a straight line. It's okay to make changes along the way. And listen, it's really important that you get yourself to be committed to your goals, but not attached to them, and make it mean anything about you if you fulfill them or not. So, part of goal setting is to create that aligned action towards that future. But the other part is to consistently manage your beliefs and mindset. When you have both of these worlds mastered, you will be unstoppable and accomplish more things than you could ever imagine possible. And that is what it means to live a fulfilling life. So, setting and achieving powerful goals is all about clarity, action, and persistence. Start by defining your vision, breaking down that into milestones and manageable goals, and just be adaptable. I encourage you to start setting your goals today using the techniques that we've discussed. Share your goals and progress in the comments below. I'd really love to hear from you and support you on your journey. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Empower Me Mondays. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest episodes. And until next time, stay empowered, stay intentional, and remember, you've got this.